Where's the start of this cruise? Is it back there? Come on, get started. Come on, guys.
Yeah, we are, yeah. But you don't drive it, it's like on a railway. No, you just sit in it.
Is it like that?
Oh, hold on. Are we going to be able to sit in together? There's only 2 seats. Do you two want to go in and I'll... No, you haven't got to drive it. It's on a train track. Look. Go and have a look. It's on a train track. Trust me.
It's like being on a train on your own.
Not on your own, with Timmy. That look good? No. No, I didn't think so. Come on.
This time, you push me too far.
Yeah, I'd like that. Nah. Come on then. There's a little bird in the tree. Woodpecker. We're going to find the tree. Barbecue. We'll find the train station, eh? Or something good to do. It's up to you. Chocolate cafe. Do you want any lunch yet or not? Do you want any lunch, Timmy? Okay. We got to find the train station. Yeah, that's because it's these boats that. Timmy, stop running. Just stop if that happens, alright? If you stop, you won't get hurt. So if you try and walk, you'll be in trouble.
2 people sounds like a normal boat.
It's not a boat, is it? It's like a roundabout. It's like a merry-go-round, but in water. We'll stand back here and watch it. We'll stand over here and watch it, look. We'll stand here, alright? Watch this one. We might as well watch them even if we don't go on them. Timmy, come back. Timmy, stop, I said. No, yeah, you've got to. You just stop and they'll stop. But if you keep walking, they think you're walking, you see. So they don't stop. If you stop, they have to stop. Right, here you go. Do you want to go up? Should we go up near it then? Oh, no, maybe we won't. Maybe we'll stay back here. Oh my God, it's pretty fast. It's fast. Don't think we go on this one, eh? Blimmin' out. They are, aren't they? Right.
Okay, so I think that person I when you see that on there, when she puts it there, it makes them come up.
Ah. I see. So you've got to try and get people wet. Right. Yeah, shall we get on next? No, we're not getting on it. Come on then, let's find the train station. Let's have a look at the map, see if we can work out where the train station is. Look at his moustache. Okay. There's shows they do over there.
It's not impressive enough for him.
It's not like upside down.
Right. The train station must be near here. This is where you can eat. We got to have tea here as well, probably. Oh no, we could have tea at the hotel, couldn't we?
Yeah, I wonder what's...
They dive off the top, you see. Jump off the top, they do.
Oh. And they jump in the water.
I suppose so. I don't know. It's a picture of it on the thing.
No, they don't. They just jump in there and land, but they don't land in the water. They land in the water.
I think the train, there's the train track over there, so if we go over there we'll find the train station. Sorry.
There's the lighthouse.
Yeah, so there's the train, and there's the train station is here. Oh no, so we go around this building, around the back of here.
Look, that's what we were going to go on that.
Yeah, I can.
Right there.
Yeah, I can hear the bell. The train's coming. Look at that policeman telling that man off for climbing up on the roof.
You need to watch out for those mummies. They'll get you every time.
Right, there's the train. How do you get in? It's a big queue. I think you have to go right down the other end here.
He's got one more left leg. I'd love to know his name.
Oh, we have to go right in here, don't we? Oh, blimmin' out. In there, in there. Snake charmer. alright.
I'll tell you what.
You are kidding me. They better stop. Oh my God! Oh, it's really soaked. Oh, blooming it. You alright, Tim? Oh, absolutely. That's horrible. Oh God! Had I known though, they'd brought up living that was horrible, wasn't it? Oh no, another one! Oh yeah, there's the boats. I didn't expect to get wet on these boats. Why did I ever go on this?
I saw dreamers get back.
Rilla!
He slides out.
Yeah, he did slide out with his red eyes.
I thought you will not get wet, but no about I'm going to have the whole time. We went on the Lego. We went on the Lego train. We got wet.
Oh, you're going to tell them that? That's very nice flowers, isn't it? And we're back at the station now.
And he did it and he said, whoa.
Oh dear. What? Oh, only this hand, yeah, you can. You seen the cat in the tree? Reading the fire instructions. He's climbing the tree.
Why is the line?
Yeah. And they're going to catch that cat up there, look. It's Granny's cat, that's why.
Look, they've got
Oh, they're quick. Number 2, right. You're going to be good at this? What are you doing to me?
diving.
Yeah, what are you doing, Tiff?
I'm doing the side of the pump and pushing one side out.
When we get, what are you doing? Are you doing squirting or pumping? Squirting water or pumping water? Yeah, I'm doing all the pumping, aren't I? Did you want to go on those balloons afterwards or not really?
I
Oh, wow.
do.
Got to, oh, you might have to. That's the rules, isn't it?
Okay guys, that's your siren. Everybody get back in your fire engines. Push the lever in the direction you want to go and as fast as you can back to the beginning. Come on, push, push. Push your lever guys, push your lever. There you go.
Right, it's going to be our turn in a minute.
Trying to speak the whole time. I was
Why don't you do copies off to me and him?
Tiffy's gone to find the other clue.
I just found one.
Well, I can't go through there. I have to, but where's it going to take me? Can we get out the other side?
You can. There.
I didn't do it on the ground, so I got a rucksack on.
Oh, there's somebody coming the other way.
No, she isn't coming back out. Oh yeah, she's coming back now. I hope she found the letter.
And you found the letter. Oh, she's not there.
She's at the end, look. There she is.
Sister, have you found the letter? She said yes.
Oh, right.
You got the letter and you found it. No, there's nothing. Otherwise you'll go down.
Oh, so there's no letter. Oh, never mind.
Poppy!
Right.
There's the roller coaster stuff.
Yeah. Let's see when we see it. See where it is.
Yeah, that's fine.
Then it comes under here.
Yeah, I bet it goes right underneath.
Yeah, and it comes, and then it goes, and then Daddy, it's scary. It goes underground.
Oh dear. Like a tunnel. Look at those funny little trolls or whatever they are in the tree.
Do you want to go on that, Matthew?
I can hear a roller coaster somewhere. Do you like roller coasters?
I don't know.
You can go on the baby dragon called the Dragon's Apprentice.
I want to go on that.
Yeah, we might all have to go on that, Timmy.
Is it a slow one?
Yeah, it's not
It's
not
just-
like this. It's so,
and it's not high like that. It's short, and it'll be like a train to me. Just
yeah, it is like a train going up and down hills, but not very fast.
Thank you.
It's not moving very fast, is it, this train? Tell what's happened. They must be a bit bored sat on that. And they're through the trees. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes the dragon. You watch them screaming. There they are.
That won't be like the little one.
Oh no, a little one won't be anything like that. And there it is, that's the end.
No, it's...
Yeah. I don't know if this is it or what. I think so.
Lego chicken.
That's a pheasant, Tiff.
And Lego chickens and Lego rabbits.
Yeah, Lego.
Right. Somebody's footprint.
Oh, you better go this way. That's that pheasant.
It is fun.
Ah, what's in here? Ants. God, they're big ants.
I know they're Lego ones.
Lego ants.
Lego ants. They're big ants. They're Lego ants. It's fun.
What's in there? Bees. Lego bees.
Lego bees.
Oh, look, they're making honey in wax cones.
I know, there's a secret footprint.
Oh, whose footprints are those?
Daddy, look.
Oh, they're a badger, and I can see him. There he is.
That's a Lego badger.
Yeah.
Look.
And look, there's hares over there, look. You see the woodpecker anywhere? There's a woodpecker. Listen to the knocking. What can you see? Oh, there he is.
Oh, yeah.
It's a Lego woodpecker.
Woody woodpecker.
Daddy, can we go somewhere else?
Yeah, come on then.
There's a badger.
Oh, look, hedgehogs are they? There you go, hedgehogs.
Oh, yeah, there's a badger.
Okay, alright, come on then.
Red squirrel somewhere.
There's hedgehog.
Yeah?
There's hedgehog.
Yeah.
Hedgehog.
Where's it? Oh, there's the squirrel, yeah. Oh, there's another one over there.
Squirrel. There, that red thing in the tree. I know, I can see that squirrel.
Okay.
Let's go by
Oops, careful, Tim. Big bumpy bit, wasn't there? Oh dear, I saw that was going. Oh look, here they are in their den.
They were in their den.
Well, because it said foxes, and I thought that looks like it could be a fox's den. You see him? They're looking at you. Oh, I'm sure be all right, mate.
Come, Tim. Let's
It's all
see the
red,
pond.
isn't it? Oh, ponds, look, with ducks in. Hold my hand then. Ducks. Look, it's a lovely birdhouse with Lego birds in it. Oh, an otter. 2 otters. Ah, lots of bird houses. And where's the birds though? I can't see any birds, can you? Can you see any birds, Tim? Oh, snotty nose too. I've got a real hanky for you this time. Hold on. There you go. Duff, 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 duff. There we go. And put him in your pocket. There we go. Right. Careful. That's what? Looks a bit. Oh yeah, but somebody will think you're the one breaking it. Oh, look at that pretty butterfly. Pardon? Yeah. Yeah, we'll go this way though. Yeah, there's 2 bird houses. There's birds on that one.
I don't know why they put Lego things here.
It's because it's Legoland. Because Timmy's wiping his nose. And looking at the bird houses. Back to the start, look!
Yeah, but no. There's 2 bits of Lego.
Look at that funny man made of Lego.
And then one.
Oh yeah! This looks nice. Don't run though. What? Yeah?
You're going to get wet if you go through.
Oh no.
I
Oh,
mean, on the way in, but when you're in it, you don't get wet.
no, I think it's only wet at the side, isn't it? Oh, well, we won't go through there then if you don't want to. You can go with a shortcut, look. Don't slip though. I'll go this way with Timmy. Why? Because I don't want to get wet. Look, you get soaked if you go through there.
No, it makes it warm.
Why is it magic? You'll definitely get wet if you go under there. Oh look! Ah! Quick! Come on, quick! Before it goes! Come on, you silly boy! There we go, right. Now go this way, quick, before it... We'll stand here then. There, now, look. Come on, get out of the way. That boy is absolutely soaking wet. Right, we're in... Oh dear, that's not good.
Now we're in the maze.
Right, we're in the maze. Where are we going to go? Yeah, this way, look. Yeah, no. Shall I hold the tissue or not? Don't run ahead, Tiff, and get lost. That was a dead end, Tim. That's a dead end, isn't it? This way then. Dead end. I'm sure we can. Well, we must be able to get in there somehow. Oh dear. Oh dear me. Oh, we're back at the start there. There's the Queen's Head with nothing on. And this way then, definitely this way. Which way do you think, Timmy? That way? Right. Tiffany, stop running ahead.
Where are we going there? We go this way now.
Oh. If you could get all the way around the other side, you could stick your head through.
Side and stick your head through. Run around the other side when Daddy comes.
Yeah.
Just wait a minute.
We should run the other way. Let's go back.
No. There it is. We must get to it eventually. Look. We're bound to get to it sooner or later. Oh, it's a playing card.
I think the other side was it. The same way. They're coming!
Which way, Tim? Oh, right. Timmy, slow down a bit.
Find the same trick.
Aha, here we go, in the middle. Look, we're in the middle. Let's go up. Yeah. And the music stops for us, and we'll see the view now. Ah, there we go. And then we can work out how we get out of here now. Oh, it's easy to get out. It's easy to get out, look, Tim. We go down that way. Through there, and out. That's easy. No! Where are you? Don't know. Where are you?
I'm on
Oh, alright. Right. Bit busy. I think what we'll do, we're going in the Westminster Abbey next, Sam. Again. Hello. And what are you eating?
Nothing.
Oh. What are you eating? Oh dear. Well, I'll get some wipes in a minute. Is that your sandwich down there? Is it yours? What a waste of money. Tiffany. Yeah, but I said, did the sandwich go on the floor? You said, no, the box. Oh, it looks like a sandwich to me. That's definitely a sandwich that costs more than £1. Oh, dear me. Yeah. And taxis and stuff. Right, next time we eat something, Tiffany, you're having a plate or something. You're having it next to you. You're not having it on your lap. It was silly to put it on your lap, wasn't it? It's obvious it's going to fall off. Oh dear. Right. Okay. On the boat. London Eye. The only thing without being outside, which would be good, is that you'd be able to see how tall all the buildings are. You should be able to see it, Ted, but you won't be able to see anything on that side if you're not outside, will you? How are we going to see anything that way? Do you think perhaps we should sit outside? Because we're not going to see anything on the other side, are we? Timmy?
Yeah.
Can we sit outside? Come on. Well, we've got a chance, you see. We could sit near the front, you see.
Just finish this.
Oh, alright. We'll find a seat. I'll sit near the front now. This one. And then we've all got a window then, haven't we? That'd be better, wouldn't it? Oh look, it's a police boat.
If we set that up, we could see the sea better, but if we...
Yeah, but when we're in the middle, it won't matter. Look.
Daddy?
Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, but it doesn't go to the right place. So it wouldn't be a good one to be in, would it really? I should go to the wrong place. That's a big building over there, isn't it?
At the Battle of the River Nile. There are 3 of these dotted around the world. We have this one. The Americans have one which stands in Central Park, New York, and the French also have one. They got theirs for coming second. But just along from that, you'll see the building with the black roof flying the Union Jack flag from the top. That's the back entrance to our world famous Savoy Hotel.
Yeah.
Now the Savoy being world famous, you can probably gather it's quite expensive in there. I'm told that it costs £50 for tea and biscuits in there. I'm also told they give you milk and sugar for free. so it all works out. But the bridge we're coming up to is the longest road bridge to span the Thames at this point. It's the Waterloo Road Bridge. It was built during the war years with a construction team of over 80% female labour. So you could actually say the ladies built the bridge. And gents, if you look closely, that's why it leans slightly to the left-hand side. I'm only joking, girls. The bridge is actually fitted with a lady's touch. It's faced with a rather expensive self-cleaning Portland stone, so whenever it rains, sleets or snows, it will automatically give the outside of the bridge a nice clean up. Only you girls can afford that. Clean and expensive.
The tall buildings up ahead.
As we come through the bridge, look to your left-hand side, and you'll see the building with the green dome in the centre behind the trees there. That's Somerset House. It was originally built as a palace for the Dukes and Earls of Somerset. Then it changed hands and was turned into where we kept the records of all births, deaths and marriages in this country, the headquarters for our Registrar General. It was once known as the Atcham, Matcham and Dispatcham part of town. But now they do over there, of course, folks, believe me, is Catcham. Because it's owned by your friend of mine, the Inland Revenue, the old taxman. To your right-hand side, you'll see it's pretty self-explanatory. It's telling you at the moment on the flashing billboard, you have the National Theatre. It's one of London's most premier theatres and incorporates 3 separate ones in it. Those being the Cottesloe, the Littleton and the 1400-seater St Laurence Olivier. That building was last year voted by 8 out of the top 10 London leading architects as the ugliest modern concrete building they'd ever seen. Just along from that, you'll see the headquarters for IBM International Computers, but then just along from that, you'll see a small smoke glass building there behind the trees with a taller office block behind it. These are the headquarters and studios for LWT, that's London Weekend Television. Now, if you don't come from London, I can tell you that these are the people responsible for all them rubbish 1930 repeats and dodgy Australian soaps are subject to every week. It's also where they film GMTV, Good Morning Television, and the daily news updates. So chances are, you could be on telly. We'll see another red brick building built in a Gothic style. That's the old Zion College and Libraries. There are over 150,000 copies of rare and religious books in that building. The most famous of them all being Queen Victoria's.
That is the Legoland. Same as Legoland.
The building next door, the one with the green sloping roof, that's the old City of London School for Boys. Many peers of the realm were educated in that building, such as Lord Asquith, Sir Anthony Eden, Sir Winston Churchill, and of course myself before going to Brixton Comprehensive. If you believe that, you'll believe anything.
Do you recognise that church?
To your right hand side you'll see this large building called Sea Containers House. Now it's not too important, it is in fact the headquarters for the large conglomerate company Sea Containers. However, they do in fact own the world's most romantic train, the Orient Express. At this part of the river though, we come up to a place where there's 3 bridges very closely together. It's the closest of any 3 along the banks of the Thames. The first one is the Blackfriars Road Bridge. Look to the pillars of the bridge and you actually notice they resemble the pulpits of a church. They were put there under the express wish of Queen Victoria to commemorate the old Blackfriars Monastery, which once stood somewhere to our right hand side and was burnt down under the order of King Henry VIII during the Reformation. Look to the tops of the columns and you'll notice carvings of birds. There's a different carving of a different bird on each column. There's 8 in total, 4 on this side and 4 on the other side. And they were put there to resemble the different types of waterfowl that can be found along the banks of the Thames. But St Paul's actually stands 365 feet high. It's said to be a foot for every day of the year. The foundations of St Paul's are only 4 foot deep and the dome weighs 64,000 tonnes. It's the second largest unsupported cathedral dome in the world, the largest being that on St Peter's in the Vatican City of Rome. If you visit St Paul's, written on the designer Sir Christopher Wren's tomb in Latin are these words: "If you seek my monument, look about you." Wren designed over 50 churches and cathedrals in the city, and of course was his masterpiece. But to your right hand side, you'll see the thatched roof building behind the trees there. That's the New Globe Shakespearean Playhouse Theatre. It was started by a gentleman called Sam Wanamaker. He was an American playwright and producer. It took him years to raise the funds and get the planning permission for the project, but sadly he died a couple of years before its completion. So his daughter, the actress, Zoe Wanamaker, You may know her from programmes like Love Hurts and My Family. She took over the project and it was opened 9 years ago this summer. The bridge we're coming up to is the Southwark Road Bridge. It's the least used and loneliest of all of London's road bridges, that being because the approach roads to the bridge are so hard to find. If you do actually see anyone walking across the bridge, give them a wave because they're probably lost.
Look at that boat.
But look to the bottom right hand corner of the bridge and you'll see a set of steps.
30,000, there's a rainbow.
Those steps lead down onto a cobblestone causeway beneath the water. You can just see the edge of it as the tide's coming in. Those are known as Wren steps. That's where Sir Christopher Wren used to walk down daily to board the waterman's vessel of old and cross over to the construction site of St Paul's Cathedral. It's also said to be where in the Charles Dickens novel Oliver, Bill Sykes did a lot of his courting with Nancy. There's a royal charter up on them steps and they can never ever legally be removed, and the green gates at the top can never ever be locked to allow watermen and lightsmen to pass through them freely. But as we break through the bridge, look ahead of us to your right and you'll see coming into view one of the oldest taverns on the banks of the Thames, the Anchor of Bankside. Parts of that building are over 800 years old, and that's where Shakespeare and his plays used to get changed before going to act out plays in the Old Globe Playhouse Theatre, which once stood somewhere behind it in Park Street. It's also where Samuel Pepys, the London diarist, sat in the attic and wrote his accounts during the Great Fire of London. The bridge we're coming up to is the Cannon Street Railway Bridge, but look to your left and you'll see the Cannon Street Railway Station. Notice the two twin Victorian towers up there. Before the war there was a lovely green glass dome that used to span between them two towers and access the roof of the station. And when the war broke out, powers to be decided to take that glass dome down so it wouldn't get damaged. They took it down paint by paint and shipped it off to a warehouse somewhere to your right hand side for safekeeping. Well, you can probably gather what happened. The station was never touched. The warehouse was blown to pieces. The station lay roofless for years until such time as they had a wonderful idea to build a block of offices on top of it. And as we come through the bridge to the other side, folks, take a second glance up to it and you'll notice how beautifully it blends in with the old Victorian brickwork. Just on from that to your left, you'll see the white building. That's Mondale House, headquarters for BT, British Telecom. That building was actually designed to look like a fax machine. I think it looks like the keyboard of an old Amstrad computer, but either way, it doesn't look too nice. Prince Charles actually said that was the ugliest looking building in the city of London, and him being an expert on ugly things, he's just married one. To your right hand side, you'll see a replica of Sir Francis Drake's old galleon, the Golden Hind. That version of the Hind has circumnavigated the world twice. That's once more than the original, which is currently in the process of raising the funds for a third and final journey. But just out of interest, folks, do we have any Americans on board today? Any Americans?
You see that gold bit? That's where the fire started a long time ago.
If there is any, take a look to your right hand side. You'll see a gap between the buildings over there. Down that gap, you'll see a church. That's the Southwark Cathedral. That's where Sir John Harvard, the founder of the Harvard University of Massachusetts, was in fact baptised. He was the son of a local butcher. It's also where William Shakespeare's younger brother Edmund is in fact buried. Not many people know William Shakespeare had a younger brother, but he did. He's dead and he's buried in there. The bridge we're about to pass beneath is the fourth bridge to span this site, the New London Road Bridge. The first bridge fell down, the second bridge burned down, the third bridge was falling down, so we sold it to our good friends, the Americans. It was sold to a gentleman called Mr. McCullough, the McCullough Company, for a fee of £1 million, and it was taken down stone by stone and shipped off to where it now spans the man-made lake, Lake Havasu, in the Arizona desert.
See the bridge coming up?
To your left though, you'll see a gap between the first two buildings now.
Tower bridge,
and that gap you'll see a tall stone column with a golden ball of flame at the top. That's Sir Christopher Wren's monument to the Great Fire of London. The monument stands 202 feet high, and it's set in laid in an easterly direction. That's the direction we're travelling in. It would strike the exact spot where the Great Fire was said to have started, that being a small baker's shop in Pudding Lane. The golden ball of flame at the top is actually meant to resemble a candle, because it was said to be that started the fire itself. Just on from that to your left, you'll see this big blue glass monstrosity. I can't tell you too much about that. All I do know was it was designed by an out-of-work London window cleaner. I'm only joking. It was formerly the headquarters of the Midland and Montague Banks, which you know today as the HSBC. But more importantly and more famously, just on from that, you'll see the yellow brick building with the golden fish feather lanes at either side. That's the old Billingsgate Fish Market. There was a fish market registered on that site for over 1,000 years, but sadly a couple of years ago the tradition was broken and the fish market was moved further downstream into the Docklands area. That building's now been converted into something else we desperately need in the city, another block of offices. Another interesting fact about that building, an actor started his working days there as a 14-year-old porter. Back then he went by the name of Maurice McCoy. Now show of hands folks, don't shout that. Does anyone actually know who that is?
No.
Show of hands, anyone know? Who said that? They're all shouting Michael Caine. Well, that's not shouting out though, is it? But well done, it was Michael Caine. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Not many people know that. Now to your left, you'll see the white building behind the trees. That's Watergate House, headquarters for the Queen's Customs and Excise. That's where all illegally imported and exported goods that are seized at various airports and ferry ports around the country are taken. I am told they do have the world's best Christmas party. Apparently it's still going. Up to your right, you'll see the C-35, the code name for Her Majesty's vessel, the HMS Belfast. The Belfast saw many theatres of war. She took part in the D-Day landings at Normandy and also the chasing and eventual sinking of the German battleship the Scharnhorst. She last fired guns in anger during the Korean War and is now open as a floating maritime museum. And for the fee of about £5 or £6 you can go aboard there, take your kids on with you, they can overrun around all the decks and the engine rooms, they can even get in the gun turrets and manoeuvre them. So if you've got a spare couple of hours in London, it's well worth a visit aboard the HMS Belfast.
Tower Bridge, eh? That's the Tower of London over there as well.
Now, coming into view, just past the Belfast, you'll see this building that resembles the world's largest crash helmet. That's the headquarters for the GLA, the Greater London Assembly. That's where our second time round London Mayor, Mr Ken Livingstone, has his offices. He's actually complained the building's not big enough to fit all his staff in it. I didn't think it was big enough to fit his head in it. But they're talking about building an identical one right next to him. Won't that be lovely? But to your left-hand side, you'll see London's probably most famous landmark, the Tower of London. The tower was started in 1078 during the reign of William the Conqueror. He actually started the centrepiece, the main tower, known as the Norman King. Following reigning monarchs added to it, and in its time it's been a palace, a fortress, a royal mint, believe it or not, a zoo, but more importantly, of course, a place of execution. Look to the bank side over there and you'll see the bricked-up archway with the words "Entry to the Traitors' Gate" above it. That's where traitors of nobility, who were rowed downstream from the old Westminster Palace, which you know today as the House of Parliament, they were taken up through that archway and up onto Tower Hill, Tower Green, where they were later executed. And they had their heads taken and screwed on the spikes of the old London Bridge to show what would happen to any would-be traitors. But the bridge we're coming up to is probably the most famous bridge in the world, known as the Symbol of London and the Gateway to the Sea. It's the Tower Road Bridge. It was completed in 1894. It was designed by Sir John Barry. He actually designed it in the Gothic style to make it the Tower of London.
Yeah, that's the Tower Bridge.
Two weigh 1,000 tons apiece and can be lifted in just 60 seconds. They used to be set in motion with just a pint of water, but now they work electronically and break down the law. The only time the bridge ever failed to open was actually on the opening ceremony in 1894 in front of Her Majesty the Queen, where the ship actually hit the bridge. And I can tell you, one was not amused. But there's an old tradition on the Thames Post, it goes a bit like this. It said that before passing beneath the Tower Bridge, if you was to give someone up on the bridge a wave, come on folks, don't be shy, everyone join in, give them a wave up there. Everyone give them a wave, come on. Come on, look, even you to my right, don't be boring, go on, give them a wave.
Wait.
Is anyone waving back?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's said to be extremely unlucky.
Yeah.
I want to see that
Well, folks,
ship go up.
as we pass through the Tower Bridge,
well, we
we've
might be
actually hit
lucky.
the city of London, the square mile city, and we've now entered a part of town known as Docklands. And this is where Mr Barrett and all his friends have been buying up all the old wharves and warehouses and converting them into luxury apartments. So I'm going to conclude the commentary at this point until we get to Greenwich. Has everyone enjoyed it, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh. Excuse me. Anyway, so just to tell you something about the commentaries quickly. As I said to you way back at Westminster, I'm not a professional guy. I'm just a member of the crew. If if you haven't gathered that by now, by the amount of it starting and stopping and stuttering. We, the crews aboard the boats, hire and maintain the PA systems ourselves in the allotment, making your journey a little bit more interesting. So when you buy your ticket up at the office, they give you one of them shabby little rubbish blue books, and they expect you to read through it and all the different texts and languages, and decide for the places of interest for yourself. Or you think that's rubbish, you shouldn't have to do that. So as I said, we do this to make your journey a little bit more entertaining. So if any of you have a few words of wisdom, if you like to call it that, of any great interest here, you can show your appreciation of the short while. Because usually I pass them amongst you in the old English traditional manner with my captain's plastic top hat, type of captain's hat. But it's been missing since last Friday, and we think someone's nicked it. So today I'm going to pass them amongst you in the new English traditional manner with my captain's plastic top hat. I must stress, folks, you're under no obligation to put a coin in the realm into my captain's plastic top hat, just as I was under no obligation to do the commentary for you lovely people. But I must warn you one thing, of course, folks, I will be the young man helping you off the boat when we get to Greenwich. All jokes aside, I'd just like to thank you for one thing, of course, and that is your very, very kind attention. Thank you.
Look at that building there. The way it's built. Looks like,
Do you mean those?
yeah. Lots and lots of different levels on it and stuff.
I nearly drank all my drinks except today.
Yeah, well that's good. You want to drink lots. Well, you certainly won't be drinking much now, will you? Well, you're messing about. Look, just hold it and drink it. Good grief. You drop everything because you, instead of doing what you're supposed to do, you do something different. Yeah, we're going to get off the boat when it stops at Greenwich. Timothy and Timothy.
There's only a joke and the lid's on to it. I was thinking I'm going to do an extra take that street. You're not allowed to do that.
Oh dear. Sorry. Come here, diddums. Right.
It looks purple in there.
Looks purple.
Yeah, purple and orange.
Timmy's a bit tired.
It looks like.
Convoy's War. It says the tape's going to run out, but they'll say, ah, look, can you see that boat coming up? That's where we're going. Where that big boat is with tall sails. And those two domes are.